Now we've actually run into another problem with the Audi S5. Guys, welcome back to a new video. Thanks for coming back, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Now, if you watched in the last video on the S5, you would have seen that we had some slight problems with the alloy wheels. The problem is actually a lot more drastic than we first thought. So the damage that I'm on about, and that's something that I'm a little bit more worried about than usual, is if you can see here, there is an actual sort of flat spot slash dent in the outside of the rim. One, it doesn't look very good, and two, it can't actually be good for the tyres or just driving in general. I didn't notice it until I put it on the car. I didn't even notice it in the last video, but these guys seem to think that they can fix this no problem at all. So I've drove over 100 miles down to Alloy Fix in Romford to get them sorted. Why did you drive over 100 miles? Just to get your alloys fixed? Because I've been following these guys on Instagram and I've seen some of the disgusting wheels and absolute hectic repairs that they guys have been doing, and I know that these S5 wheels are going to be no problem for them. Now, whether you have a 5 grand car, a 50 grand car or a 500 grand car, now the only part of the car connected to the floor are the wheels and tyres. But your tyres are crap. Yes, I know the tyres are crap, but we're going to get that sorted in a future video. But for now, we need to get the alloys sorted, so let's go inside. I'm going to talk you through the whole process of doing them, and hopefully they even let me have a bit of a go myself, so we'll see how that turns out. So this is probably the worst wheel, or the worst part of one of the wheels. If you see here, it's got like almost like a flat spot like you see outside, and after taking the tyre off you can now see the damage. Let's see what we can do once we get it in the acid bath. I'm definitely not going in there. So my alloys were put into the acid bath, so I had to wait at least 30 minutes before they could come out. I spent this time catching up with some editing in the reception area. Yes, I know the tissue by the laptop looks suspicious. So this wheel has been fully sandblasted now, and we're just checking to see whether they're actually straight. And we spun this one round, and this one actually thought was alright, but when you spin it, you can see here on the outer lip, it's bouncing up and down. So these guys are going to sort this out in a machine over there, which I don't have a clue what it does, but after that, it's going to be completely straightened out there, and then we'll go to the next process. This is the same wheel that was literally just buckled a minute ago, had the flat spot in. It's been fully, well, reshaped, and well, you've just seen from the last clips. I'm just about to spin it to just show you how straight it is now. And there's literally not one single buckle in it. That's unreal. Right, on to the next step. So the base coat is powder coated in black, then it's put back into the oven, ready to be painted. It was my turn to get involved to show these guys how it's done. So what you're seeing right now is the special paint mixture that the guys mixed for me, ready to paint onto my alloys. and painted in a sort of custom colour, which I'm not actually going to film fitted on right now because it's dark outside, so we're going to clip right now to the daytime. So guys, I did make it home, but not without some complications. Now we've actually run into another problem with the Audi S5. So there's a reason why my passenger footwell is full of bottles of water. Now there's only 2 there, but there was a lot more than that. We was on the motorway on the M1, I was getting very, very close to home. Next thing, my coolant light went on. It was saying stop engine, check coolant. I had to pull over. I pulled over in the middle of nowhere, off the side of the motorway, and the coolant tank was kettling, like the water was boiling over the top, and I had literally no coolant left. Now my phone had no battery in it, so I had no one to call. I was literally in the middle of nowhere. I had no charger inside the car, so I couldn't ring anyone or do anything. So I had to improvise and just let the car cool down before I could drive it to a BP garage and top it up. Now this is what I found when I undid the coolant tank. So when I undone this, look, there is meant to be, this is literally all meant to be connected, and it is completely corroded to pieces. Even part of the cap is actually stuck inside there, but it obviously was not sealing it, so letting air in the system, causing it to boil over and lose all my coolant. So I've heard that this is a pretty common problem for the S5s, the RS5s, and all the A5s actually, for a matter of fact, that the coolant cap actually just corrodes and does cause it to bubble over. So I don't really do how-to videos on my channel because there's always some goody two-shoes who tells me that I'm doing it wrong or I'm not doing it correctly, but I'm pretty sure I can handle this one. So let's fix this. You will need a coolant cap, a hammer, an axle stand, a Boston Terrier dog. Approach the car with the hammer. Stop there. It's pretty easy to do this. I ain't gonna mess around. Let's just undo the cap. That is the inside of the cap. So me being me, I bought an aftermarket one off eBay because it was black and I thought it looked pretty cool, and I'll probably change the washer filler one as well to black as well. But I think what we'll do, I'll take it for a little drive now, I'll see whether it kettles over the top, and then I'll show you the wheels, guys. So let's show you the new colour and the refurbished alloys now. So guys, that is it. The wheels are on and fully refurbished. Step 1 of one of the first modifications on the S5. So the colour that we went for is called liquid silver, and the guys at Alloy Fix completely mixed the colour up to make it exactly how I want it. I even shown them photos of the colour I wanted, and they just mixed the colour together to make it absolutely perfect for me. I want to do a massive shout out to the guys at Alloy Fix in Romford for absolutely grafting away on these wheels and making them absolutely perfect for me and for you guys to see as well. So the least you guys can do is click the link in the description, go and follow them on Instagram, and if you need any work doing to your alloy wheels, contact them, tell them I sent you, and I'm sure those guys will sort you out. But massive thanks to every one of them there. They're really down to earth guys, and they really helped me out with these alloy wheels, bringing them back to life and making sure that they're 100% perfect for the S5, which is not quite 100% perfect. Now I'd love to be finishing this video off with a massive delivery that should be arrived. Well, it should have arrived yesterday, but it's not quite arrived yet, so it will be arriving next week. And it's not coilovers, but we definitely will be getting coilovers on it. But the next sort of modifications that are coming are quite big. I really want to go all out on this, as it's really picked up a good following on YouTube and you guys are absolutely loving it. So I'm ready to go all out crazy on the S5. So guys, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you click subscribe if you've not clicked subscribe already. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.